He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry...
Me. I'm angry. Because y'all are sleeping on these games. So 2019 was a pretty good year for gaming, I like to think. And I think indie games really stole the show last year. From your My Friend Pedro's, to your Goose Games, to your Baba Is You, they were just kinda great. And today, I want to talk about 3 games that were also just kinda great, but also didn't get a whole lot of attention. And these aren't some obscure games with no reviews on Steam or anything, they're all well known in their own right. These are just the games that I played the most last year, and I feel like people don't talk about them as much as I personally played them. And I'm excluding Blasphemous, cause I already talked about it, and Baba Is You, cause everyone talked about it. So let's just jump into it. Ape Out. Ape Out was developed by Gabe Kazio, Matt Bach, and Bennett Foddy. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that guy made the monkey game? Yeah, that's right. That guy right there, that guy in the bowl, he made the monkey game. So Ape Out isn't exactly a hidden gem or anything, but My Friend Pedro came out after it and has 16 times the number of Steam reviews, so that sounds underrated in my book. This is the game that made me decide to make this video. I just didn't have enough to say about it to justify the runtime. Gotta hit that 10-minute mark, baby, even though I can't make revenue anyways. So Mr. Gabe, Mr. Matt, and Mr. Quat made this wonderful action-packed little game where you play as a ape. The ape has to escape. Not that one. The ape has to escape from captivity in one of 4 different scenarios, and a 5th scenario where you gotta break out the baby monkey. So how does the ape escape? Why, genocide, of course. And by that, I mean ruthless, brutal combat against human NPCs. And that combat has a very simple moveset, and I love games that have simple movesets but utilize them in all sorts of versatile ways. You can walk, you can look around, you can run by building up momentum, walking in the same direction that you're looking, you can punch, you can grab an enemy. And grabbing an enemy will always have them expel that last bit of ammo that they've got, which is usually just 1 round unless it's like a machine gun guy. So that simple tool set has all sorts of interactions with the world. You can punch an enemy into another enemy, which kills them both. You can grab an enemy and have his gun shoot at a different enemy, then use the grabbed enemy as a meat shield from a 3rd enemy, leading to another kill. This game just feels so good to play that it's mildly arousing. The game introduces tons of enemy types with new rules that might just take a hot minute to get used to, but that just adds to the depth and the pace, as you constantly have to be on your toes about how to deal with each different type of enemy. And all of that is surrounded by stunning minimalist visuals and a wonderful percussion-based soundtrack that is completely reactive to what you do. Yeah, the game essentially auto-generates its soundtrack based on the intensity of what's happening on screen. And that is a whole other gorgeous thing on its own. Just good game. Would recommend. Orange Monkey. Some games have a gameplay loop where all you do is kill. My moms aren't gonna be too happy about this one. But some games look like this. Wah, I'm a little baby, don't hurt me, Mr. Flower. Shut up, little bit. Fuck. Don't tell anyone that I play Undertale or they'll think I'm a Sans main. So that went off the rails, but it was just a bit, idiot. God, you're so dumb. Couldn't even figure out that I was trying to say that Undertale and shooters are intense in different ways. Ape Out and this next game are also intense in different ways. Forager, developed by Hopfrog. This game isn't bloody or violent or anything, it's just also fast. You could play this game nice and slow and be very chill, but you'd be playing it wrong. This game is all about adrenaline, baby. I mean, not really till you get to the end of the game, and even then, not really. But, Now this game definitely isn't as underlooked as Ape Out. If we're going by my previous metric, it's pretty popular. But this is my list of games, not yours, honey. So I love this game, and sometimes I just kinda hate it. This game is Stardew Valley on crack. More like Stardew Valley meets Cookie Clicker in what is usually a fun game, but can also sometimes be pretty boring. Like Stardew Valley, there's farming, and fishing, and cooking, and fighting, and crafting, and growing, and that's the fun part. But like Cookie Clicker, it's all clicking. And you're constantly upgrading. And sometimes you're just kind of waiting for things to happen. See, you gotta make that coin. And lots of it, because your world starts very small, and you gotta buy more land to work with, and that shit can get expensive, like for-profit college expensive. And waiting for money to come in while doing the same task over and over again, or maybe waiting for an item to craft is when the game slows down. And you just kinda wait for shit to happen. But the game is still very addictive. Every time I play it, I plan to only play for like an hour, and then boom, it's 4 in the morning, and also 2021. The game just keeps you invested. Early game tension comes from constantly being on the verge of death, as you have limited stamina and there ain't too much food. Meanwhile, late game tension comes from, well, I mean, look at it. I'm not this far in the game. I don't know what the fuck this is. And that's basically it for gameplay. What you see is what you get. Eventually, you'll reach a point where a lot of stuff is automated for you. Pictured here. But you can always start a new save. But why start a new save, though? Well, I haven't played long enough to tell you myself, but this game has plenty of achievements to get, and a hardcore mode. And what I appreciate about this game is the continued developer support. Lots of updates, including a new game, I guess? I personally like the little fan art they got on the main menu. And look at all these fellas they got in the game. You can be all of them. And you can be horrible amalgamations of all of them. And I personally think that every game should be required to feature a cameo from the knight himself. So yeah, big fan of Forager. But say you have a god complex, and all the cool kids who have god complexes play city sim games. Islanders, by Grizzly Games, might just be the game for you. Islanders is a 2019 hockey simulation game in which you build cities. Like in any city sim. Originally, the Islanders section of this video was longer, but my capture card did not like Islanders, pictured here, so I'll make this quick and use, I don't know, trailer footage or something. This game is nothing like the first two games. She's nice and calm. A city builder strips down to its bare essentials. You've got buildings. Yeah, no duh, Mom, it's a city builder. Oh my god, you're embarrassing me. And they get points for being near certain buildings, and they lose points for being near others. You got all the time in the world to place these buildings. That's kind of the whole game, unless you're trying to get the speedrunning achievements, but we're not talking about that. The soothing aesthetic, cute minimalist visuals, I really got a hard on for those, I don't know if you can tell, and the high score system / achievements make this game just a good time to lose yourself in. I got all the achievements in a matter of 2 afternoons and had a really good time doing it. They definitely challenge you to understand the ins and outs of each different mechanic. It's simple, but its mechanics allow you to plan for big point gains. A simple game with possibility for more complex use of its mechanics. What does that sound like? See, the whole video is a cycle. I'm a genius. I'm a genius, guys. Oh, and all that's only $5. Yeah, that's it. My girlfriend downloaded Steam to buy it. Yeah, she's basically a gamer now. Yeah, just play it. Thank you for watching my video. I obviously didn't hit the 10-minute mark. Shout out to my capture card for not working in tandem with Islanders. I don't know what that was about. Thank you guys so much for watching my second video. I never planned these outros, so I just kind of get hyper aware of the things that I say. Not that I stick to my script very well anyways, but I really am very thankful. I've been trying to do YouTube since I was like 12, and I feel like even though I'm the furthest from all of my goals that I've ever been, I mean, my channel that I had when I was 12 had like 300 subscribers. I feel like this channel definitely has the best shot of any of the channels I've had so far. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you stick around for the rest of the journey.